What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with Dark Outpost, and as the reaction and reviews to The Last of Us Part 2 continue to roll in, and most of it is negative, extremely negative, it is abundantly clear that people hate the character of Abby. They hate her not because of how she looks, but because of what she does to a beloved character, and the fact that Naughty Dog failed in every way to make her a sympathetic figure. Now, we are going to be getting into spoilers here. If you still want to play The Last of Us 2, for some reason, I wouldn't watch the video any longer. But what she does to Joel, when she kills Joel with the golf club, we saw that in the leaks. And we knew that Naughty Dog had a long way to go to make her a sympathetic figure. It's clear that they have failed. Let's just take a look at some of these reactions. This one may be the funniest one here. PewDiePie's, I will say the guitar playing is probably the coolest part we've seen of this game. But look at the little thing that PewDiePie made, the little song that he made about Abby. We gotta hear it.
Abby's gonna die, Abby's gonna die, I hate that bitch. I hate that bitch. Abby's gonna die. Abby's gonna die. F that bitch. That bitch. Abby's gonna die. I'm gonna torture her.
And of course, that's everyone's reaction. And to be fair, that's what Naughty Dog wanted. They wanted you to hate the character of Abby when that happened for the shock value. Then you have to play with her. But the problem is, you play as Abby for half the game, and they don't do a good job. They don't make her sympathetic. You still want to kill her. They don't do what they set out to do. But let's hear a couple other ones. This is Tyler when he's when he realizes he's going to be forced to play as Abby some more. Let's hear it.
Ugly Abby bitch. 4 years earlier. Hey, look at this. Now playing as f***ing Abby. It's so cringy. That's so insanely AIDS. That's so, it's so dumb, man.
People are so disgusted when you have to play with her because you hate her. And they never make you feel sympathy for her.
So what, now we're gonna get her f***ing backstory on Abby of why she did what she did and how Joel ruined her life, so she had to go look for Joel. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god.
And then this one is a good one as well. Angry Joe is explaining why people hate her, why people hate this game.
But if you do want to kill Joel, that's not why we dislike the story. It's how you do it. To get that through your thick f***ing skull. It's not that hard of a concept. How you kill a beloved character is important, especially if that character is the main character that people care about. Nobody cares about Abby, especially when she murders your favorite character. And you do it in such a shitty way, and then act surprised when people are angry and resentful after 7 years of waiting. You act fucking surprised. If you act surprised, you might be a bit slow. If that offends you, if you're offended, but you might be a bit slow if you're surprised at what is going on right now with the opinion of The Last of Us 2.
Now, Angry Joe's not necessarily my favorite person or favorite reviewer, favorite streamer. Don't agree with everything he says, but he is spot on there. And it's spot on because it's abundantly obvious. It's so clear. And when these leaks came out, we all said, this is terrible what they're doing. I guess there's a way they could try to explain it, try to make her sympathetic, but that is a long way to go. And it didn't work. This is one of the reviews on Metacritic that got pulled. I think it explains it in a great way why people hate it. This game uses cheap, artificial, manipulative story mechanics instead of intelligent or thoughtful characterization to garner sympathy for Abby. For example, when playing Ellie, you are forced to kill dogs, murder screaming, wailing people whose loved ones mourn and cry in terror, makes you feel bad about killing them, murder a pregnant woman. Whereas when you are playing with Abby, you are forced to play and have fun with dogs. Defend yourself against evil, scary, transphobic jungle people. Save kids. People who enjoy the story are confusing skillful direction with cheap manipulation. People seem to be forgetting that Abby is a fundamentally evil, immoral character that doesn't deserve sympathy. In Ellie's darkest moments, she attacks a woman who, aside from being involved in her father's death, also further titillates and aggravates Abby by saying Joel died like a bitch. Reacting with rage and impetus, she beats the woman up with a metal pipe. However, Ellie is visibly traumatized and shaken by the event. When she comes back, is clearly distressed. And then kills a woman who she later finds out is pregnant. When finding out her hearing fades, she collapses and starts hyperventilating, clearly disturbed. In Abby's darkest moments, she shoots an old man in the knee who just previously saved her life and was completely friendly to her. She proceeds to take visceral pleasure in beating him with a golf club, torturing him for so long, she eventually grows exhausted and needs to remove her jumper. God. She delivers the killing blow right in front of a screaming girl who begs for his life. Smashes a girl's face. Upon finding out that a girl is pregnant, Abby takes immense pleasure and satisfaction at the prospect of slitting her throat. Both girls enact their darkest moments under an impetus of revenge, but it's clear which character takes pleasure in the idea of inflicting pain. Once you understand this, any meaning the story holds completely withers away. The Last of Us 2 is not a satisfying or entertaining story experience, nor is it a story that even needed to be told, given how many other movies, games, books, TV shows have conveyed the consequences of revenge theme better. These are the type of reviews that you can find under Metacritic. Now, we know that not all of those are necessarily like that, but you can see here that the negative reviews continue to far outweigh the positive. I did get some comments that said, hey, it won't let me leave my review. So we need to pay attention to that. I haven't tried it yet. I may try that out a little bit later today. Oh, I haven't even plugged the shirt. Fuck Naughty Dog for what you did. And I think that the real reason that people are having such a hard time with this is because this is how so many people feel. The Last of Us 2, Joel is gaming's best dad. And in the beginning of this, you make Joel, who we all know is not a crap person, make him out to be a crap person. You have Ellie saying that she doesn't need him. That's the last interaction that I can see that they have based on the gameplay. Joel intervenes when a dude is calling her a, quote, homophobic slur. He intervenes and stops him, and Ellie says, I don't effing need you anymore, Joel. That's what Ellie does to Joel in this game before he just gets his skull caved in by Abby. But you're going to see a lot of these today on Father's Day because Joel is so many people's favorite gaming dad. And listen, I'm not a huge CBR fan, but this article does a great job of describing why we love Joel. Why when we met Joel, he was a loving, caring dad whose daughter got killed on the first day of that virus outbreak. And even as he did everything he could to save her. And then he backs away. He becomes hard because he has to survive for the next 20 years. And then Joel is eventually warm. He gets Ellie thrust upon him. He doesn't want anything to do with her, but he protects her, and his heart warms again. His heart softens again, and he realizes that this, he has another chance to have a daughter with Ellie. That is why we love Joel. Just like Angry Joe said, it's not about killing a beloved character, because beloved characters die. That happens, and that's a big loss. It can be shocking. It can be emotional. But it has to have some sort of meaning for you to not be bitter and angry about it. And in this, Naughty Dog has failed in every way to make people feel sympathy for Abby. You killed off one of the most beloved characters in gaming history, only to not only have to play as the killer for half the game, not be able to make her sympathetic, make it a chore to play as her. People hate playing as her. And then when you finally get to be Ellie again at the end, you don't even kill her. Go Fuck yourselves, Naughty Dog. People hate this game for a reason. It is not bots. It is not racist, homophobes, bigots. No, it's people that hate the story you told because you failed. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Check out the pinned comment to get your F Naughty Dog merch. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I will talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.